Hello, my name's Anna Lundberg. I'm the founder of One Step Outside, where we help people around the world build a business and create a lifestyle that brings more freedom, flexibility and fulfilment. And last week we were talking all things imposter syndrome, what it is and how it manifests in particular as an entrepreneur. And thanks so much to those of you who've reached out to me, who've commented on the article, the video. It's very reassuring, I think, for all of us to know that we're not alone. And this is a very natural part of the inevitable roller coaster experience of being an entrepreneur. Of course, all this begs the question, what can we do about it? How can we actually go about overcoming imposter syndrome? And I definitely think it is possible. So I want to put forward 3 suggestions from my side, and I'd love to hear your perspective and your thoughts as well. So my first one is to reimagine success. This means rejecting the traditional definition of success, of that prestigious job title in a big name company, the one long career in a big corporation and getting salary increases, promotion and so on. So rejecting that notion, and also in particular the very limited, narrow focus on work, and reimagining what success looks like for you. The greater clarity and conviction you have that you know what your vision is for your business and for your life from a bigger picture, the easier it will be to know that you're on a particular path that you've chosen, that you're intentionally following, and that you can sort of shut out the noise of other people's opinions and comments and the things that they're up to. So the clearer and the more confident that you are, that you know what you're doing and that you're working towards something that you want to be working towards, the easier it will be to ignore all of that external stuff that's going on. So the first one is to reimagine what success means to you. The second one, and maybe it's no surprise, is all around managing the mindset, because a lot of this is just in our head. So there are some shifts we need to make as we move from employee to entrepreneur. For example, we need to move away from maybe relying on lots of very well-established systems and processes to becoming more flexible. We need to move away from trying to get things right the first time to actually having more of kind of a learning and growth mindset. And we need to be perfectly honest, swallow our ego and become a bit more humble, because we are starting something very new. So it's important to be a little bit humble and to understand and accept that we are new to this whole process, and that's okay because we're starting something new. However, even though we are new as entrepreneurs, that doesn't mean that we don't have any experience or skills to bring to the table. So I think one concrete thing we can do here is to really reflect on all the transferable skills that we have and the professional experience that we are bringing into this whole experience. I think another thing that we can do is also to collect all the compliments that people have given us over the years. So no, we don't want to be reliant on external validation, but it does give a pretty nice little boost if you have a look at those compliments that people have inevitably given you over the years. So whether it's a note from your boss or from a client, a testimonial, a little compliment, a little message from somebody, and that's a really nice thing to dip into when you're inevitably having one of those low points. And another thing, I talked about skills there, I talked about compliments from people. A third thing would also be to actually look at your personality strengths. What are you uniquely bringing? Not just the hard skills, even the soft skills, but very much your personality, your unique quirks and so on. You might want to use a test like Myers-Briggs or those kinds of fun little tests just to sort of get some ideas there. But have a think about why people come to you, what do you do differently from other people, and what makes you unique, because of course we all are unique. So number 1, reimagine success. Number 2, manage your mindset. And number 3, very importantly, you do not need to do this alone. So it's all around supporting or finding the right support system for you. And there's 2 aspects to this. One is to find your tribe. So that is surrounding yourself with people who are positive, who will cheer you on no matter what. And probably this is going to be some new people compared to perhaps the existing professional and friendship network that you have. That is probably going to be rooted in that kind of corporate environment. So not to say you have to reject all your friends and colleagues, but it may be worth embracing new groups, whether online or offline events and meetups and so on. So that's one piece, finding your tribe. The second side is a bit more in terms of expertise and mentorship. So what you want to do is find someone who's a little bit ahead of you, an inspirational role model, and someone who can share their perspective and guidance and help you to avoid some of those mistakes that are actually avoidable, some that are unnecessary for you to go through as well, and to make the whole process simply more fun and a lot quicker. Now I know you, we all think that, and we are correct in thinking that we are completely competent and capable. We don't want to ask for help, thank you very much. We can do it ourselves, but I would very much encourage you to shift your mindset there as well, because I think the one thing I hear from successful entrepreneurs the most, and people who are successful in every field really, is that I wish I'd started working with a coach or worked with a mentor before, and they certainly talk a lot about the people who have guided them over the many years and decades of their professional experience. So to get you started, I'd love to invite you over to my Facebook group. It's a great place where you can begin to find that tribe with like-minded people working on similar goals to you, people who will reassure you, cheer you on, hold you accountable if you want to as well, and I'm providing lots of free training and fun motivation, inspiration in there as well. So if you are active on Facebook, you can join us over there as One Step Outside. So you can simply search One Step Outside on Facebook and you'll find that group, and I'd love to have you over there. But for now, I'll leave you, and again, I'd love to hear if you have any suggestions of things that can work for other people perhaps that you've used to address imposter syndrome. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.